you specifically asked about the Castaway CTD, I actually just started using that this semester as we started up Oceanography Watch. And with that, it's essentially this compact CTD, less than a foot tall. It's maybe 2 pounds at most. And it utilizes the same principles as a typical CTD, which is conductivity, temperature, and depth. The conductivity is a proxy for salinity. The temperature we measure with a thermistor, and the depth comes from a pressure gauge. And this tells us about like the water column stability. And what was nice about the Castaway CTD was how compact it was. It allows us to take it out on the small boat. Yeah, so CTDs are they're kind of considered the backbone of oceanographic instruments. They've been used since about like 1950 and on, and they've just really improved. The sort of chief company who like owns the field is called Seabird, and what's unique about theirs is that they have a pump through system flowing over the cells. Now with the Castaway it's different. It actually just relies on the instrument itself moving through the water column so that it can have water running over the conductivity sensors and also over the thermistor. The Castaway, it has a maximum depth rating of 100 meters, so it's probably best to use in coastal areas or in estuaries like we're at. Some of the methods include, you want for a CTD cast, it involves both a downcast and an upcast. And on that, you want it to be about 0.5 meters per second or 1 meter per second on your upcast and downcast. When you combine salinity, temperature, and depth, you're able to then derive the density of different layers of the water. But if you were to ask me what I think's perhaps the most important, I think what's most interesting to look at here in the estuary is salinity and how it varies on ebbing tides, flooding tides, because you can see a lot of changes in the salinity where you might actually not see that much change in the temperature with depth here.
Up here that there's instructions to make sure that everyone knows that how to utilize this and what functions it is and then what requirements it contains. And as I open this, and then it comes with a stylus. Looks like a little pea shape. So this is what the mini CTD Castaway looks like.
Yeah, so I mean, the CTD itself, like the measurements that we're able to derive from it, salinity, temperature, depth, and then the water density, you know, it's so important because it really first gives us an idea of water column stability, you know, whether there's going to be a lot of mixing, little mixing. And from that, we get a lot of implications for like the biogeochemical processes of the ocean. So if you have little mixing, that gives perhaps phytoplankton a good chance to stay in the euphotic zone, get a lot of light, and you might have blooms. Where if you have a lot of mixing and they're going out of the euphotic zone, perhaps we won't see blooms like that.